So we were offering a peacock feather on Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, and this was in the Bhajan Kutir, so 1972, and some people were criticizing, and some of Prabhupada's godbrothers also. Why Lord Chaitanya is wearing a peacock feather? So I didn't know, so I asked Srila Prabhupada, I said, Srila Prabhupada, can Lord Chaitanya wear a peacock feather? He said, why not? He's Krishna. I said, just some people are criticizing. Sometimes your godbrothers are criticizing. Prabhupada became very disappointed. He didn't say anything, he kind of just looked down. He was very disappointed. That, I don't know what, but it seemed like, look at what Prabhupada's doing, he's picking out the maleches and, training to worship the deities and saving the whole world, and you're seeing some little detail that Shruti Kirti was there, and he saw Prabhupada also. It looked like he was disappointed. And Shruti Kirti said you should better to try to avoid any kind of controversy. But I see it more in terms of preaching strategy. Just like in Gaudiya Math, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur always established Radha Krishna and Gauranga Mahaprabhu together. Guru Gauranga Gandhava Girit Hari, that was the first time it was done. He put Gauranga next to Radha and Krishna. As far as I know. And so he did this on all of his marks. This was the situation he had, Radha Krishna and Gauranga. But it appears that the main objective was to show that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none different than Radha and Krishna. Because in India, not to speak of outside of India, but practically only in Bengal and Orissa, Vrindavan, have any real understanding of who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who he is, what is he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's mostly classified as a Bengali saint or something like that. So it appears that Bhaktisiddhanta's motivation was to show that Gauranga Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, is Radha and Krishna. So it's a preaching tactic that he put them on the same level. So I think in the same way that also Prabhupada putting the peacock feather, everybody knows that Krishna wears a peacock feather. Mahaprabhu is Krishna, he's none different. It has caused a controversy, but it's there in Shastra. It's there in Gauranga Mahima by Advaita Acharya. He's singing some praises in glorification of Mahaprabhu, and he's given a description of his dress and his decorations and his eyes and his hair, and then it says how his hair is bound up with pearls and flower blossoms, and there is a peacock feather also jauntily sticking out of his head, and another one over his ear also. He has another one over his ear. So we have that evidence from Shastra. There's also other evidences from different padas that the contemporaries of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wrote in songs. And there's one describing Ghosh Leela. Just like in the morning after breakfast, Krishna goes out with all the cowboys herding the cows. So similarly, corresponding with Mahaprabhu after the breakfast, he goes out with all the devotees on Harinam, doing Harinam Sankirtan. But they would be wandering out, go down by the Ganga from Sachimata's house, and then they would see all the cows wandering around and hear the peacocks So immediately they would get into a ghost mood. And so they start calling all the cows, Shamalai, Dubalai, Gangai. Well, the names of the cows, and they would pick up sticks. They start twirling like cowherd boys. And Nityananda Prabhu would imitate his buffalo horn. Let's go to Govardhan. Hey, hey. Like, so they just get into this complete mood of like they're herding the cows, like it's in Krishna at the same time. But then that description there also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said he's got a peacock feather. He's wearing the peacock feather also during that lila. There are other evidences also. Because the Guru, the Sadhu Prabhupada is our Acharya, he established it. And during Prabhupada's time, practically every Gaunitai deity had peacock feather. Prabhupada never said anything. And also to it's Malati Mataji. Prabhupada asked her, he took darshan and he said, why Lord Chaitanya is not wearing peacock feather? And she said, oh, you should wear a peacock feather, Prabhupada? He said, yes. And she said, what about Nityananda? Prabhupada said, sometimes he can wear, but Lord Chaitanya he should always wear. So we have this confirmation of Guru Sadhu and Shastra. Of course, when you talk about mood, they're talking about mood, it's not Mahaprabhu's mood. Then you're not really, deity worship is not mood. Mood is ragmarg. Deity worship is pancharatriki. So we're establishing and worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So the moment you try to bring mood, it doesn't work into deity worship. Oh, they're right. They have their sentiments, the way they've been brought up. They're even born in villages where Caitanya is the thing. So they're born devotees and they grow up in devotees. And they have that. They just don't have the peacock feather in Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They have that kind of thing. So it's not wrong. But then again, it gets it's not what's the word? What's the word? It's not flowing. I just forget this one. Means something is broken. It's not
consistent.
Yeah, not consistent. Because the people I've talked to about it when it became a controversy. So I was asking people who don't offer peacock feather, Gaudiya mats, things like that. And I say, do you offer tulsi leaves to the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Oh yes. Oh yes. So it's not consistent, because if he's a devotee, if he's a mood, he's in devotion as a devotee, then why you would offer tulsi? Because it'd only be for Vishnu that. So it's not consistent. For the pujaris also, I think it can be bewildering when you have these inconsistencies in deity worship. What's his mentality? He has to change his mentality for different periods of the day or something like that. It becomes a little bit, inconsistent. But they all offer tulsi leaf. Even Radharamanji, temple. I asked Vishwamba Goswami, because they have a Mahaprabhu temple there in Gopinath Bazaar, another big famous deity of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. that's been in their family generations. So I asked him, "What you offer peacock feather?" "Oh no, no." I said, "What about tulsi leaves?" "Yes." I said, "But if he's Vishnu Tat, why? If he's a devotee, why are you offering?" "They're very small." "They're very small tulsi leaf." So yeah, like that. It becomes inconsistent. Things like a codicy, they offer grains on the codicy or not. But go on the tie because they're devotees, they shouldn't eat grains. But when I asked Pujari, he said that you make Gonitai fast the whole day on Janmashtami, breakfast at midnight. Oh no. Everyone is offering full meals, isn't it? But if they're in the mood of devotee, they should be fasting, right? Everybody fasts on the appearance day of the Lord. So it becomes a little bit inconsistent.